Hi, my name is Tom, and this is some kill confirmed on Hard Hat. Real quick before I get into the next part of the story, my live stream feature on my YouTube is supposed to kick in, and so when that does, I really want to bring back the Road to Commander because I can do it all in multiple like huge chunks instead of having to do it game by game, which would take a lot of the stress on me that I had even with finishing it. So keep your eyes open for that. I'll definitely be starting that up once that feature kicks in. I don't know when. It should be soon. But I wanted to announce that. And also, I have another game that I'm going to start that I'm just going to play by myself, like for when Melinders is busy grading papers and having to get her lesson plans ready for the next day. Because sometimes she's busy, and that's really like the main thing that does delay us doing the Alan Wake stuff, because her schedule is a lot different from mine. She teaches high school, and she has to do like post-day grading and all all the things like that I really don't ever have to get into as an art teacher. But speaking of Melinders, let's get back to the story. I really wanted to focus on the post-breakup with Lily in this episode, because someone had commented that they were sad about hearing the painting getting smashed, and definitely me too. It was not an action that I was proud of. It is one of the few times where I knew, where I can look back and see that I directly hurt somebody, and I just that still is kind of hard to live with. I don't like to hurt anybody. I don't really like to be a negative emotion kind of guy. Anything negative. I worry constantly about offending people and getting in the way of people's happiness. And the fact that all happened is not typical of my character. It's not a way that I recommend handling a situation like that. It's I don't know. Through my breakups and situations that I've had where you are in a conflict with somebody that used to care about you a lot. Well, in Lily's case, we still did care about each other. It was just, looking back, the breakup entirely was this impulsive, we are 19 and are having our first major argument, and we didn't know how to deal with that. And I'm not sure how I would have handled that situation being the person that I am now. But at the time, I handled it very poorly. I will not have learned my lesson at this point in the story from my reactions to that, because I was very focused on is the pain of the breakup and that horrible feeling, especially that first week. I can still remember going to bed that night and realizing that when I woke up the next morning, it was going to be all over between us. Like, I would never, enjoy another moment with that girl in the same way. And I don't know. You think I would have that, like, breaking up with Lauren would have been a little more introductory into that feeling. But I don't think I ever felt the weight of a breakup like that until Lily and I had parted ways. Which, that isn't to really say that Lauren didn't matter. I guess there's just maybe a nice way of saying that, it just goes to show that she definitely wasn't the one. Although there will be more confusion in that area as well. Well, of course, then Lily wasn't the one. I have a bad habit of thinking every girl I date is gonna be the one, and it took me about until my relationship that falls apart right before graduate school that I start realizing I have to change my perception in relationships, because I get suckered in so easily, or I used to, and it I don't know, man. or woman. For the few girls that do watch these videos, there's no way to explain it. Breaking up is the hardest thing to do. Looking back at all of this too, in preparation for these episodes, you're going to notice a trend that I've never broken up with anybody. I've always been the one that is dumped, and I think this starts from Lily of noticing, when you weren't, for me in high school, I was not, this big popular guy. I had a hard time really telling girls that I liked them before Lauren. And even then, Lauren, I was just kind of I was always amazed that she was paying attention to me. And I would do anything to keep that, which when you think like that, you have a hard time being yourself, which is key to a relationship, is you have to value yourself and understand your worth and project that to that person. Because if you're not thinking that way and you're always wondering why they're even with you, they're going to start to wonder that too. And of course, that can end very poorly. But the worst part of the breakup too, for me, and that one was when I broke up with Lauren. I didn't have to see her; she was in a different town. I had to see Lily a lot. We had a lot of mutual friends, and we had a lot of the same classes. And so, especially after having an epic breakup like that, dealing with kind of this public knowledge of I had professors that knew. I did not take it well. I started to kind of be unhealthy of just like not sleeping. It's actually the contributing cause to me becoming a smoker. The reason I smoke, some people do it because they think it looks cool. Some people get addicted to the actual substance. The addicting part of cigarettes for me was the mental comfort that they brought from having one while talking to a friend about kind of the hurt, or just like talking things out. I was constantly always rationalizing my feelings out during this post-breakup period, and it would always be over a cigarette, and so which drove Lily crazy when she found out post-breakup. But at that time, I was just so hurt. I was kind of in that attitude of like, well, you don't get to fucking care about what I do. I was just, and that was it. And it still is to this day, oddly enough. This, because if you know me, I get stressed out easily, and they brought this comfort to me. And time passed, and I talked, and I slept, and I was just a zombie. And it all just blurred together. It was crazy. Looking back, I can't even remember how I got there, but I went through a whole summer in just this fog. And then I met Catherine. And that's the episode, guys. I hope you guys are having a great week, and I will talk to you guys I probably next Friday. That's it. Bye, guys.